Please forgive me if I blew out your eardrums with that, because it seems like that sound is getting even louder. One of my bad qualities is I don't get rid of stuff or not use stuff that people give me as a gift. That's so annoying. But I'm gonna probably get a new one today. Or maybe just don't. I can probably manually turn it. No, that'll be silly. But anyway, good morning. I hope anyone who's taking the chance and time to watch this video is having a great day. And especially to my brothers, the Silent Collector, Eric, and Sair. You guys are amazing for sticking by as long as you guys have. You guys are angels. You're the best. But today, I'm showing off the Batman Robert Pattinson Todd McFarlane figure that came out, I'm going to say in 2022? Has it been that long already? I thought the movie came out in 2022. I'm not sure about the figure. But anyway, I purchased this figure through Amazon for $19.99. Whoop. So this is the box. For ages 12 and up, I think I meet the criteria. Here's the side of the box. And here's the back of the box. I only got this figure because I didn't think the other figures were cool. Hold on. I don't want it to tip over. This figure didn't come with much. He just came with the one accessory, which is his grapple gun, the stand that he's on, and the trading card, or whatever card you want to call it. Yeah, the figure isn't bad. His grapple gun does come out, but he's left forever with a hole. I'm not sure if you can see it. To put the grapple gun in. And he does come with a little belt loop so you can put the grapple gun in, which I did it before. For some reason he toppled off the shelf one day, and it took me a while for me to find the gun, so I now keep it in his hand. And as you can see, I actually struggled getting the gun out. Can I get it in? Because I'm not good with sticking. There we go. It snapped. So this is not the cape that the figure came with. It came with the plastic one. I don't like plastic capes. So after 2 months of me having the figure, I got the cape. Was it 2 months or a couple months after? This figure, though, from Amazon, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but when I first got the figure, I noticed that his torso was kind of weird. So I just thought it was, it was supposed to be that way, but it looked kind of weird to me. But didn't think much of it until I started watching videos, people reviewing the figure, and said the figures that was sold by Amazon had that problem with the torso, that it came reverse. So I was like, what? And it seemed like it only happened to the Batman figures sold by Amazon, which I find kind of weird. So there was a guy that was looking at his video, I forgot the guy's name. He showed how to reverse, to fix the torso by, pulling the figure apart. I didn't want to do it because I was afraid I was going to break it, even though the figure wasn't really that much. It was like just $20. My guy did it for me. He did it 1, 2, 3 really quick. So I guess him being a mechanic kind of helps, because I'm all thumbs. And yeah, looks way better now. But I'm not sure. I mean, if it only happens to a certain store, I find that really weird how that happens. But of course, it comes with his moving parts, his articulation. And of course, he has his little toe articulation. Yeah, I like that the figure feels sturdy enough that you can, feel easy to move his limbs around without the fear of snapping. Yeah, it took me long for me to show you guys this video because last Sunday, I decided to tear my closet apart because I know there were like boxes and stuff missing that I know I did not throw out. Then I was thinking, maybe I did throw them out and I forgot that I threw them out. But no, I found the Suzanne Somers box that I know I didn't throw out because I kept the box for nostalgia reasons. And I know that I had the box to the Batman because I for some reason I kind of like the box. Not sure why, but anyway, I'm glad I found it, and so I could be able to show you because I know I did a short. The cape, I'm gonna find the eBay user that I bought it from. I think the seller's name was Batgirl131. But if you're interested, just let me know and I'll find the name to the user. But they're very easy. You just put in custom wired cape for the Batman figure or the figure that you're looking for, and they'll show you. That's what I did. I put, custom wired cape for the Batman figure based on Mcfarlane. So it's not bad. I'm just not one for plastic capes. I think they hinder the articulation of the character especially if you're a poser. If you like posing your figures. This is rubbery. So that's cool. His eyes though is kind of creepy. Has a realistic look. Maybe it's just me being a weirdo. But yeah, I found a lot of stuff in my closet. Glad I have that box, and I found a few other things that I'm gonna try to show off. Hopefully, or maybe. But yeah, the figure. If you have this figure, do yourself a favor and get a wired cape because it does elevate the figure nicely. The bad thing that I shouldn't say the bad thing. If you like having the unmasked head sculpt, you have to buy a second figure for $19.99. And I was just thinking, to make a person spend another $20 to get basically the same figure, but just to get the unmasked head sculpt, just throw in the head sculpt and a few extra hands and charge $22, $23. I couldn't understand that mindset of him doing that. So that from the beginning, I kind of felt him doing the TC Multiverse figure. I thought it was kind of silly. I was like, just throw in that second, or even at $25, because these are 7-inch figures. And now we're paying 30. Oh, excuse me, we're paying nearly 60 now for Santana. Not nearly, we are paying 60 for an elite figure. So he's already charging quite a bit of money. Sorry about that, guys, in the background. But the figure isn't bad. The movie, oh man. I really wish I could say that I loved the movie. I didn't. I thought it was a little bit too long. 3 hours long. And I understand they tried to be realistic when it comes to the Batman, keep him dark, and I get that. But at the end of the day, he's still a comic book character. So just, you could ground him a bit, but don't overdo it. And I did not like the Riddler. He looked more like something out of the movie Hostel or Saw. I didn't like that. To me, that's not the Riddler. What else? I did not feel he had chemistry with Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. There has to be a chemistry with the actor playing Batman and the actress playing Catwoman. Because in Batman Returns, the chemistry between Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer was off the charts. It was hot. I think she had better chemistry with Michelle Pfeiffer than Kim Basinger did in Batman 89. So as far as movies go for the Batman, I favor Batman 89, Batman Returns more than Batman 89, and Batman Begins. I know people love the Dark Knight. I liked it a lot. Don't get me wrong. I liked it quite a lot. But I did like Katie Holmes as Rachel. And Batman Begins was just better. And I like the fact that we had a different villain this time as opposed to the Joker. And the regurgitation of these type of villains, when there's, you could use the Mad Hatter or maybe the Puzzler. I'm not sure if the Puzzler was a comic book character, but I know he was on the Batman TV series starring Adam West. To me, I would have just tried to do something different and not keep giving us the same thing over and over and over again. So the things with the Robert Pattinson Batman, it was 3 hours long. They could have shortened it to like 2.5 hours. And I wish Zoe Kravitz as an actress isn't bad. I just did not feel the chemistry between her and Robert Pattinson. It could be just me, but I did love Colin Farrell as the Penguin, although I did not watch the Penguin series on HBO Max. But he was good as a Penguin. I liked him a lot. And the figure, like I said, isn't bad either. For $19.99, not bad. But if you do have this figure, give him a wired cape. Makes the figure stand out. I like it. But anyway, I hope anyone who took the time and stood at least to the end of the video, God bless. And I hope you guys are safe, sound. Don't take your family and loved ones for granted. And here's a little suggestion. Do not fight your loved ones for the honor of celebrities and politicians who don't know that you exist. It's not worth it. Your family and your friends, they are more important. Whether you agree 100% with them or not, if they've been there with you for more than a chunk of your life, don't fight with them over people you will never meet or know behind closed doors. Anyway, love you guys. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. And I pray I get my Wonder Woman Page Punchers figure tomorrow in the mail. And the Disco Nightwing. Anyway, I've babbled on long enough. Peace.